Howdy. Back here with another video for y'all. Today I'm going to be doing a couple simple fishing rigs like your Texas and your Carolina rig. And then afterwards I'm going to be telling you guys some fishing tips. Let me just get my tackle box here. So, to start this off, we're going to take our worms. I'm using Berkley Power Bait Pumpkin Chartreuse worms. You're going to take next your weedless hooks and your weights. Take your line and your weight, thread the line through the weight, and set that down. Take your worm and your hooks, or your hook and your worms I should say. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take it and find the top of it, and you're going to flip it over, put the hook in, and then it's going to come out the bottom, and right as soon as you put it in, you're going to take it right back out. You're going to slide it all the way up here, put it in there just like that, and then you're going to pinch it right there at the bottom of the hook and slide it in right where your thumb was, so that way you know where to put it in. Now tied on, you're going to put your line through your hook. Get more if you need it. You're going to come down here and make a loop. Just like that. And then you're going to take it and you're going to twist it about 7 or 8 times. Or just until you feel as though it's been twisted enough. Then you're going to take it, you're going to pull it till it's tight, like that. Slide your weight down, and there is your Texas rig. You don't want to use too big of a swivel, just because the fish will see it easier. But you're going to use the same knot that I showed you on the Texas rig. If I can get it tight here. Just like that, right there. And then you're going to tie one end to your weedless setup that I showed y'all. Get that tied up for you here. Now I'm not really putting it on camera, just to kind of help me focus a little better, because I already showed y'all. It's going to look like that when you're done. Then you're going to take another piece of line, tie it to the end right here. Like that. That'll focus for y'all. And then I kind of messed this up, my bad. Before you tie this on, you should have put your weight on there, but since this is just a piece of line, I can slide my weight on there, and it should look like that. So it can slide just like that, and then you got your hook down here. Okay, so there's that. Now, I have these tips written down just to kind of help me remember them easier. Because I am kind of forgetful sometimes, I'm not going to lie. I have a really bad short-term memory. But tip number 1 is shiny lures can cause blindness and confusion in fish. And that's because, I mean, they're in the water, they're not used to seeing bright, flashy things. So it hurts their eyes just as it would ours, you know. And it kind of confuses them because, as I said, I mean, they're not used to seeing it, so they're kind of like, you know, what the hell is that? Okay, so tip number 2 is when you're fishing, if you're like out in a boat or something, this is where it's ideal. I mean, that's probably about the only place you can do it. Cast towards the shore and retrieve out, and that should normally produce more bites. I've seen it work. I've had some success on it myself. Tip number 3 is when you are fishing with a crankbait, jerk it like you would a jig, because the spoon on it will move differently throughout the water and catch the currents differently, and it mimics an injured fish. Tip number 4 is when you're fishing for muskie, if it hits your lure and it doesn't take it, make a figure 8 in the water, and sometimes it should come back. And I mean, it's rare. Muskie are really hard fish to catch. They call them the fish of 1,000 casts, for good reason, because if you go watch videos of them, they are pretty hard to catch, and when you do catch them, it's a wild fight. Last tip I got for y'all is, if you want some good snake bait, get some gizzard shad, bluegill, crappie, you know, whatever you want, some kind of small fish. Cut it up, put it in a jar, maybe mash it a little bit if you want to, it's up to you. You can add a little bit of water, just whatever, you can add anything that'll make it rot, just something to help it stink more. Do that, and then put a lid over it, but do not seal it, so that way air and stuff can get in there, and whatever else, flies, maggots, you name it. Do that, and then set it out in the sun for about 2 or 3 days, give or take, and then it should cook pretty well, and you should have a pretty stinky fish. Alright, well that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all like it. I hope it helps at least some. Like this video, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and I'll see y'all next time.